everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now I thought I'd do a Christmassy colour along from Colouring Heaven Christmas special, and this is issue number 81. So I don't know if this was last Christmas or the Christmas before. It might have been last Christmas. But I've picked this really cute page to start. Now I've pulled out some alcohol markers. I do want to base the whole thing in alcohol markers, and I forgot to get some scrap paper, so I'll have to go and get that in a minute. But I've got the Ohuhu alcohol markers in here, and I've got a couple. I've not tested these or used these yet. I just picked them up from the art store last week. These Spectrum Noir Illustrator ones, which they've got a brushed in. I just got 3 different colours of them to try. Are you going to go back in? We've got peach, cream and then dusky pink. So I thought they might be okay for skin colours because that's what I was running low on. And then I've got the pastel set here. I've just got them here just in case I want to use them, because there is quite a few of these alcohol markers now that have dried up, so there's not as many as I would like the colour selection. I'm on the verge of getting ill so my brain is a bit foggy, so I need to get some paper to put behind these. I've misplaced my plastic sheet, so unless I can find them, it needs to be scrap pieces of paper. Break the spine as well of this magazine and get started. I'm looking forward to doing this. This just reminds me of when you was in primary school and then they'd say, right, you've got a couple of hours to do what you want, and they'd give you like board games or colouring, and I'd always choose colouring, and it was this sort of illustration, so I thought that it'd be fun to do today. I have just tried breaking the spine of it and it's still just wanting to pop up, so I'll just have to hold it down. But yeah, the plan is alcohol marker for everything, and then go over the top with some pencils, possibly other media as well. I'm just checking the paper. It is on the thinner side. You can see the illustration on the other side, so I don't think I'll attempt any watercolour. I could use acrylic paint. Acrylic paint will work just fine. But I want to let's get the Santa costume done first. And I know I've got 2 colours that are alright in the Ohuhu set, Vermilion R2. And yeah, I'm not about to try and say that, but it's R8. I think this might be a little bit dark. That's the Vermilion. Yeah, I think that's a little bit too dark. That's really juicy, that one though. Just double check that that's the right colour and do his little outfit. I was just in the mood. We woke up to a really frosty morning earlier, so yeah, I'm feeling a little bit more festive. I've got my Christmas tree up as well. Put it up at the weekend, so I thought better get a Christmas page done. I've already gone out the lines there, but I'll be able to cover that up with the colour of the deer. See, this colour isn't as juicy because I've used this one quite a bit. So I'll be able to actually show you step by step how I'm going to add shadows. Now the good thing with this one is actually there's little lines and stuff where the shadows will be. And I didn't think about this, but I probably shouldn't have chose this illustration to do because I'm not too sure if you can still get hold of this magazine. Now I do know that Colouring Heaven has started to do digital copies of their magazines, so you might be able to get it. I think they sell them on Etsy or maybe directly on the website, I'm not sure. But I think that's where I'll go for the future if I want any magazines, unless it's something really, really special. So I like printing out on my own paper, and then I can use whatever media I want. Just trying to be careful around where it's going to be white, and I might even use acrylic paint for the white areas. Trying to be as careful as possible. I I'm going to make his beard grey, I think. Not white, grey. Yeah, it's bleeding a little bit into his belt as well. Now I do think that is the paper, so I'm going to have to be a bit careful. Don't go all the way to the edge. See if that'll help. I do like alcohol markers though, because you just don't get any streaks as long as you're quick enough. You won't get any streaks. Now the pants are usually black. I'm not going to do them black because I won't be able to add any shadows, but I'm pretty sure they're normally black. So I want to pick out a grey colour. That might do actually, because I'll be able to go over the top of that with a black and it will actually show up. So we've got here, and then we've got a bit poking through there. Oh, I don't even think I've used this marker before. The point is super sharp. I want to test out these new markers as well, so we'll do his face next. That is still really, really dark. I'm sure the black will still show up. So let's have a look at these. That dusky pink, I think it's going to be way too on the pink side. No, that's not the colour I was looking for or hoping for, to be honest. There was no swatching areas for me to test these colours out. Why does that feel dry? And I know that these were brand new because I've just took the plastic off. Let me see if that colour will do. I'm a bit disappointed in my choice, excuse me, of that pecan. Maybe they just need getting going. I've not used these brands of alcohol marker before. I'm hoping it doesn't make the ink run. They feel a little bit more flimsy, the ends of these markers. I think I still do prefer the Ohuhu ones. Yeah, they're really bendy, which should be good if you're blending colours together, I suppose. And this feels like it's dry. I've literally just took the plastic off it. Yeah, the end is... See how it's discoloured? Let me see the other side. Why can't I put this lid back on? Am I being stupid here? Why can't I put the lid back on? I'm so confused. There we go. Yeah, I don't like the fact that you have to get the lid in a specific spot either. Yeah, it sounds dry. Look at that. And that was literally, I don't like that. Look at this. You have to find the perfect spot. Yeah, I'm not blown away by them at all. Let me just test that dusky pink colour. I'm not really sure about these. You know what? I'm so glad I got just a couple. I got just the 3 to test and didn't go out and buy like a big pack of them. I am going to use that brown, I think, the dusky, was it pecan? I might use it for them because I might as well get them used. This one seems the best of the bunch, to be honest. That is really strange. So I want to keep the chest white. I'm not too fussed if I go over any of the white areas here because I'll add them with an acrylic paint pen at the end. Oh, would this look better as the antlers? Let me just test. No, we'll do this as the deers. Full colour, I'll use a different colour for the antlers. Yeah, I feel like I'm having to go over quite a few times to get the same colour payoff, which is weird to me. And I'm using them the exact same way. I would go up and down, and then if I were getting streaks I'd do the circle motions to like blend it out. These are weird. See how bendy it is? Can you tell I'm not a fan? One of them needs to have a red nose, so we'll make it this one. Rudolph, I think you might be patchy, love. I love the colour of that red, it's so vibrant. I should have done my nails red to match. I've got the wrong colour of red anyway, it's more of an orangey red. Nail polish that I've got. I gave away all of my nail polishes started this year because I started biting my nails. And I know that's such a bad habit, but then I'm trying my best to not bite my nails, and they're finally growing out. So I think I've got three nail polishes. So yeah, I want to leave that centre bit clear. You know what, I'm going to do glitter and all sorts on this page. They just feel like these markers like some of the really used ones that I've got of the hoo-hoo ones. Let's start on the other one. Right, I've forgotten what colour are Deer's eyes. I'm going to have to Google them. Yeah, this is doing the same. It's took a little bit longer, but the end of the nib is looking a different colour now. It's looking really light. I mean, I can't see on camera. Oh, they're just about. You can see that it's looking like a different colour. Let's hurry up and get this finished and I'll stop complaining about them. head done. I think what I might do is use that pink, because I'm going to have to use them up. I've bought them. Use the pink for the noses, and I'm going to go over the top with a bit more red on this nose. Make it stand out a little bit more with the pencil. Oh, the tail as well. I need to not do the tail. Oh my god, this is torture. I do not recommend these alcohol markers one bit. I'm having to constantly turn the pen as well, because I feel like I'm going to break the nib, even when I'm trying my best to be really light-handed. So we've got a leg here. And then just his foot. So I'll go over the same colour. So don't forget, this is just your base. Going over with pencils, adding details later on. Now I want to get the sled out the way. Now, do I want to keep the Christmas tree, like make them stand out? I think I might do actually. And then colour them in like the same colour as the trees maybe. And we can do white acrylic for the snow on top of the trees, and we can add some on top of the antlers and do like a splatter effect for snow coming down. This, I'm telling you, it's going to be nice when it's finished, and I'm going to really enjoy doing it. I can envision what it looks like. So where do I want to do next though? So with the background, I want to make sure, all this area, that the marker is practically brand new, because I don't want any streaking. So I'll test a couple of colours out of the pastel set. There is a couple of colours that I've brought over from here. That might be a nice shade. I've got pale. Ooh, this would be perfect. Frost blue. No, that other blue is going to be better. I've got blue grey, which is very similar to the last one. I think I prefer that one actually, so I'm gonna go with that. Instead of testing 1,000,001 colours out, just go ahead and use this one, which was blue grey number 2. And I just wanna, oh, the strap is attacking me. I just wanna fill the whole background. See what I mean? I'm not having to go over and over and over. I do need to replace this set, but to be fair, I've had it at this point 2-3 years. So I think it's definitely had a good life. And most of the pens are still alright actually. So I'm just looking at any smaller areas that I can get away with doing before I move to the big sections. I could do that, and that bit below as well. And all the rest is open, it's all connected somehow. So I'll start off down here. The stars, I'm not going to faff about and worry about going round them, because it'll be a dark yellow for over the top, and there's a good possibility that I might use a metallic marker or glitter gel pen for over the top of them, or maybe even stickles. Or I'm going to use gold as well. I'm going to use gold for the border. I've got some really nice metallic colours that I got sent recently, and they'll be perfect for it. I think it was my last video actually. And I think there might be a silver. Was there a silver in that set? The moon. And by no means I'm trying to make this picture realistic. I just want it to be fun. I want to use all different things. I want to make a mess while I'm colouring it and have fun. Because why not? See what I mean? They glide on the paper beautifully. I'm not having to worry that the ink's going to run out anytime soon like I was with them last ones. Let's move my paper actually a little bit. Well, I should be able to do this for my hashtag. I'll put the name of the hashtag that I did for my birthday here somewhere, but it's colour a page with any plant. I think it was plants or leaves, which I've been that busy myself this month. I think I've only done one. I've seen everybody else's and they're really good. It's lovely sitting there scrolling through them. So the antlers, again, I'm going to have to Google a reference picture because I'm not 100% sure. Oops. It's a good job I'm going over that with the pens in a bit. I think that's part of the tree. I was thinking I was missing a section then, but I'm not. I'm not. So, where was that new, the dusky pink, the one that I don't like, but I'm purposely going to use because I'll use them up. Get the noses done, and they won't be this pink. I'll go over the top with a different colour. Yeah, I really don't like these. I'm not going to use the same colour for the other one. Let's use, what about this one? Eggshell white. That'll do. You know what? That's probably, I could have switched to that colour for this, for the day. Never mind. The sledge. Do I just want to keep it like traditional? I think I do. I could just make a brown, like that sort of colour. Strap again. No, I think I like that one better. That one is more in. Y20. Yeah, we'll do that. And do I want to keep... Yeah, I'm going to go over the whole thing and I could do some gel pen over these. I think that's what I'll do. So I'll work in sections as best as I can. And what we're going to do about the snow as well, it can't be left white. I'm going to have to do it a grey colour. Let's work in sections. Just making sure everything's filled in nice. Oh, his belt. I just realised there's a number 4 there. Why is that 4 though? Is it the same illustrator on this page? Or is that a signature? No, that's a signature. It's not a 4. It's like a 4. Oh, I've missed part of the deer's leg there. What colour was that? It was that one that I didn't like. Was it pecan? I think it was. After doing this Christmas page, I've got a lovely Christmas sandwich to look forward to that my husband picked me up yesterday. I am looking forward to. The very last section. Very, very, very cold today. I've actually put the electric blanket on my bed, put it on a low setting and my dogs lied on it. Really, really cold. I think it's -3 at the moment and it's 11:15. So, let's do that deer's leg before I forget. I do apologise as well if you really like these markers and I'm here bashing them. Everyone's got their own taste, haven't they? I say that even though when I do like unboxings and reviews, just because I really like something doesn't mean somebody else is, or somebody else might love something, or it's something that everybody loves or something that everybody hates. I don't know. So I want to do the antlers. You know what, before I do the antlers I need to reference picture. I need a reference picture of them and then the deer's eyes as well. The trees I can obviously work out and the rest I can just pick my own colours. I've just referenced the picture. It's basically a really dark brown and some of the eyes as well are brown, but there was a Google reference that I read and it says why deers have got golden, oh I can't remember the name of it now, so I'm going to do them golden because why not. Yep, that's perfect. So instead of doing this as a colour along, I am going to do it as a colour along, but I'll probably do it as one video. I'll probably do it as one really long video. I've not done that in a long time and I don't plan on going out anywhere today. Well, I did do, but with this cold and me feeling like I'm getting ill, I'm not going out. I'll stay in the warm, stay cosy. So I'll do this as a full start to finish, I think. Right, we need the brown, don't we, for the antlers. I don't want it too dark. Yeah, that's too dark. Why are 148 thin yeah, I can't read that. No, I think that might be a little too light. I'll keep that to one side in case I don't find the right colour, because like I said, I am running low on colours, so it's a bit difficult to choose. YR10. Oh, there we go, that's a nice in between. Perfect. Oh my gosh. There we go, I'll put it on the opposite side now. Let's get these antlers filled in. And then for the pencil work, I won't do anything crazy. I was working on a Pokemon picture last night. My husband picked it out. And I really went ham on the shadowing. I'll show you in the finished pages this month. And it took me quite a few hours to do. I do like the outcome, but I didn't use alcohol markers, it was straight up pencil, which is not like me. So I don't really fancy spending hours and hours and hours. I'm going to make this just look nice. Now, I don't want to go out the lines with this. I'm hoping future Debbie, the editor, can zoom you in here so I'm not having to go in and out. I'm sure I've done it before. And if I manage to, pat on the back for you, Debbie. Just carefully go around these. I feel like kicking myself now that I didn't check for these alcohol markers in the Black Friday deals. I might have to ask for them for Christmas if my better half would buy them me. I would love Copics, but they're so expensive. I was talking to a friend about it this morning. And yeah, you know what? It's drying a little bit lighter as well, so it's even more perfect, this colour. Yeah, they're really expensive. I don't think I could justify it when we've got a major house improvement coming up in a couple of months, which I'm really excited for and really nervous at the same time. I'll talk about that more in a colouring chat. Just in case you're not interested, I'll just went out the line a little bit now. And if you are new here, this isn't my normal voice. So I'm on the verge of cough, cold, sore throat, that sort of thing. It's time of year, isn't it? Everybody's getting ill. Last one. We need to pick out a really nice green. Now, I know for a fact I've not got many tree greens left. I didn't say tree greens, because I've used a lot of them in other pages. It's a lot of lime greens and stuff, which isn't ideal. I can see one called grass green that might be okay. And normally if I was doing the pencil work, I could go over, like if it was a really lime green, I could go over with a lot of pencil to cover that colour up, but like I said, I don't want this page to be like that. I just want it to be fun, mindless colouring. This is my version of a mandala to me, because I can't do them and they give me a headache. So this is just a mindless, not worrying about the colours too much. I've only had to Google once the colours, I shouldn't have to again. Yeah, the tails and the, did they call it a mane on the deer, or is that just lions? The chest hair of the deer, I'm going to keep white. Yeah, because I'll go over the top with an acrylic paint pen or some paint or something, so I need a green. Green, that one might be alright actually. GY8. Let's keep that to one side. Deep olive green. No. No. Like, what about that grass green that I mentioned earlier? No. See what I mean? And I've just got like turquoise greens. They're not right, and a pale green. Maybe this one. Y. No. G5Y. No. So it's going to be that first colour. Does anybody know if you can buy the Ohuhus in open stock opposed to me buying a massive set? Because I don't see the point if I know I like something. Like the same with watercolour paint, well, anything really. If I know I like something, what's the point in buying a small set when you know over time you're going to add to it and you're going to save yourself money? Is that girl math? It is probably girl math, isn't it? I know what I mean. I struggle explaining sometimes. So I'm going to colour, or I want to colour the whole of the tree. I'm not worried about where like the snow's meant to be or anything, because I can add that back in shortly. And I think that adds more to the fun because you add in your own snow. I always say when my daughter's really tired, I call her Weird Isabel. Me and my husband do. Oh, here we go, Weird Isabel, she's tired. And I'm sort of understanding where she's getting that from, because that's what I feel like. I feel like I'm a Weird Debbie when I'm feeling under the weather. I can't say tired because I don't sleep. She has her fun little ways. Anyway. What colour should we do as mittens? Mittens, I like that word. There was an episode of Bing my daughter used to watch ages ago, and there was a cat in it called Mittens? And she had kittens, and it'd go, Mittens had kittens, Mittens had kittens. It was dead cute. If you know who the Bing character is, then you'll know he's dead cute. I feel like I'm just going all over the show with this. So do as I say, not as I do. Just try and stick to one area and then it won't go patchy. That's totally my fault. I've got a new pencil sharpener as well. I'm really looking forward to showing you. I cannot use it at night time. I tried to test it and yeah, it's a bad idea. It's really loud. But I got it in the Black Friday deals. I got it with my birthday money actually. My mother-in-law gave me a little bit of money and she gave me a Amazon gift card. So I put it together and I had enough for this, and I had enough left over actually for a bottle of wine. So thank you, Donna. Yeah, I got that sharpener. Is it shark? Swordfish. Shark. That's the Hoover. Oh. Yeah, it's a Swordfish, and I only said it again then. It's really good. I've got it on the lowest setting, and the way that it makes the pencils, I've been having far less breakages in Prismacolor. I've not tested it with any other pencil brand yet because I've just been using Prismacolor for that Pokemon picture. But yeah, it's really good. It was a little bit on the pricier side. I think it was £40 I think, or 39 bought it on the Black Friday deals. But I've wanted a really good electric sharpener for ages. And I bought a cheap one years and years ago. It was awful and it ate my pencils. So I was too afraid of using an electric sharpener. But this bad boy is brilliant, and it's got suction cups that stick to the table. It's just really loud, like I said. So I have to use my crank sharpener at night time, and then in the day when she's at school and I'm up here, I can happily sharpen away and dance to the sound of it. I don't really dance, but you know what I mean. It's really good. If it's still available on Amazon, I'll leave the link in the description if you're interested. Oh, and what I'll do as well, while I'm taking my dinner break shortly and having my yummy sandwich, I will look for this magazine online, and if I manage to find it, I will leave that link in the description as well. Because I know sometimes they do reprints, don't they? Or am I thinking of something different? But I'm sure they do. And then what I said before, they've got the sugar. They've got the digital. So that's definitely going to have snow over it. I've gone out the line completely there. Yeah, they've got the digital version, which is no good if you've not got a printer. But I have got local to me, my local town. it's like a print shop, so I could take my phone there and just print things off there, take my own paper. Right, so that's the tail. The tail nearly was green then. Yeah. And this is the tree. So we just need to do his mittens. We've got an apple, his belt, and then this, which I think probably should be grey. It's just the floor. Are you going to fit back in? Green, grey. Let's have a go at this one. That might be alright. I just want it to be not really noticeable. I suppose I could leave it white because it's meant to be snow, but I don't want to leave that whole area white. Oh no, and this is not the juicy one. The next time I come here on video and I've not bought alcohol markers and I'm moaning about it, shout at me. Leave me a comment and tell me off. Because I'm sure that I've done this before and whinged on camera. It's not the best time anyway for buying supplies. My birthday's over and done with, that's what I usually do. I'll buy stuff for my birthday money, and then once that's over and done with, it's all about Christmas, isn't it? And the kids and family and stuff. Let's quickly get this filled in. I'm not bothered about going over this because, like I said, I'm going to go over it with marker anyway, so it doesn't matter. Does not matter. I don't want it to look too streaky though. I honestly didn't have any motivation to do, I'll be honest, to film or anything this morning. And I was saying this to my friend, I wrote a list last night of things that I needed to get done today. No, like odd jobs that you need to do before Christmas. I need to defrost my freezer, deep clean my washing machine, and I put filming times too. And I just woke up this morning and I thought, oh, I can't be bothered. And I was, what's the word, procrastinating. I can never say that word, procrastinating. Not doing what you meant to. And then as soon as I started, I've put colours to this page, I think it was in once I put colour on, I had the vision of what it's going to look like, and I got excited. And I was thinking, my favourite part of doing a page is adding like not the final details, but you know, like your embellishments and stuff like that. And I thought, yes, I can't wait to do that with this page. I think it's going to be, it's not going to be one of my masterpieces, don't get me wrong, but I think it's going to be really cool, this page, when it's done. What I do is the moon, even though I might go over the top of this. Actually, I am going to use this colour, it's like a navy blue. But I might go over the top of this with a marker or a gel pen, I don't know yet. So yeah, be warned, if you really like this colour moon, it might not be staying. I imagine Rolo will be in here soon because I've only put the heated blanket on for an hour. I don't want to get in too warm. She'll probably come back in here and sit at the floor at my feet and cry as if it's Sarah, can you put it back on for me please? She's a long-haired chihuahua, I'm sure she's warm enough. So his belt buckle, oh, and we need gold as well. I think I'm going to use that. Oh, shall I use the same colour? But I think I'll go over no, actually the buckle I'm going to leave completely empty because I'm definitely going to do that in a gold metallic of some sort. So I need to do his little belt. Is that too similar or was that the same colour? Oh no, that's alright. Oh, and his mittens. I started talking about the mittens, didn't I? Then I started talking about mittens kittens. So I got sidetracked. What colour shall I do his mittens? Oh, I don't know, you know. Oh, I'm stumped at the mittens. Let's have a look at this green. No. Boy. Darker, I'm gonna go with darker red. And then we need an apple, a green apple. I feel like I've spent far too long just on doing the marker, to be honest with you. The darker red for the mittens. I have issues with me with adding too many different colours to pages, and I think I've just reached my point. I think I've said this before, but I really do struggle matching colours up. There was a comment, I can't remember who commented now, but they mentioned about the colouring cube, and that might actually be a fantastic idea for me, because I really do struggle. I tend to just pick like 3, possibly 4 colours, hope that they go together, and then use that for the whole page. Most of the time it works, but there has been occasions when I've not finished pages because I hated the way that them colours look together. So that's the marker work done. Oh no, it's beard. No, we need a really light grey for this. Oh, that might be alright actually. Red grey apparently, so we've got a red grey beard. So I don't want it to be completely white, and then we need to do his eyebrows, his moustache, was that a bit of hurt? No, it's not, it's his wrinkles. Right, so that is the marker work done. While I'm away, I will try and look for this magazine. When I come back, I will let you know, and if I have, I'll leave it in the description for you. I have just looked on different websites. You can get it on the Colouring Heaven website, and there's another one as well. You just Google Colouring Heaven Christmas Special issue 81, and there's a couple of different places. They're even on eBay as well. Now I have got the Artex pencils and the right red that I need. See, I don't think that's dark enough. I don't think there is in this set, and I wanted to use this set really. That's more of like a burgundy shade. It might be alright. Let me just double check. Oop, I'm dropping everything. Yeah, I can use these 2 colours. So this is the sharpener. It is a big thing, don't get me wrong. It's going to hold plenty of pencil shavings, and it's got the suction cups at the bottom, so suction them down, and it is on the lowest setting. If I show you, there's not much difference between the different settings, I don't think, but I'll put it on the highest setting. I don't like the highest setting, but I prefer the shorter one. So that's the highest setting, and put it on the lowest one. It's got an auto stop, so I mean there is a difference. That one's longer, but I do prefer the shorter one. So let's pop you back there. And then, oh, you're going to be in my way there. That's the only thing, it is a bit big. And it does need to be plugged into the wall as well, and the wire on it is pretty thick. There's no way of hiding that, so... right. So let's start on the hat. Are you going to show up? Well, I think I'm going to have to use that other colour. Yeah, I'm going to switch to the other colour, the darker one. And I'm going to cheat and use a little bit of black for shadows. Perfect. I do love it. I just wish it wasn't as loud so I could use it in the evenings. We'll be able to soon. Well, not soon, but when the work's complete. I won't be directly over her room, so that'll be fun. I'll be able to film as well in the evenings, because if I film in the evening, I was messaging one of my friends on Instagram, B, I was messaging B, and I was whispering. I was like this, messaging her, because I didn't want to wake her up. So yeah, no more of that, hopefully. I'm just adding this shadow where these squiggly marks are. Nothing too perfect. Just so you are getting an idea it's meant to be shaded in them areas. Yeah, I just don't feel like sitting here doing layer upon layer, but yesterday I did. So adding a bit of that black. I didn't say what, was it Tuscan? Yes, good guess. Tuscan red. I do really like these Arteza pencils. Not Arteza, Artex, but I do really like the Arteza ones as well. I think they're really similar. I didn't check if these went on offer. I didn't really look at art supplies on the Black Friday deals. I was looking more for Christmas presents. But that's the idea. That's what it's going to look like. The shading, nothing too spectacular, just really simple, easy to do, easy to follow. I am going to add a couple of shadows myself. Like, I do think there should be some underneath his beard, just a little bit. And I think once I start adding paints and stuff and pen to this page, it's really going to pop. I think I'm going to get away with actually using the same colours, just to add a bit of something to the mittens as well. So we'll get this side finished first. Now normally as well I'd have my page upside down, left, right, backwards to colour it, but for the sake of the video I will try and keep it just in this position. You see them two colours, how much of a difference it makes. I'm not going to add shadow to the beard on that side, I don't think, because if you imagine that the light's coming down that way, yeah, it wouldn't be there. I know I said I'm not making it realistic, but just trying to remember certain things that I normally do, not going over the top. Right, under the apple. Not on the apple, under the apple, because I just went a little bit over it. Oh, nearly missed a bit down here. while I've got the black out, I don't want his beard to be black, I'll just add a couple of lines here and there. You know, just to deepen it up a bit. And his mouth as well, let's fill the mouth in. And don't forget the eyebrows. Same goes for like, I want to keep that black out. His eyes. Let's go with a really light blue. This is true blue. I found these pencils really nice. I think they're dead creamy. I mean, they're not soft and creamy as Prismacolor, but they haven't got that large price tag. I mean, in the UK we pay quite a lot for Prismacolor. I'm going with indigo blue. Just to deepen that up a little bit. And then what about his skin? I'm not even going to bother shading the skin, I just want to add a little bit of blush maybe. Give him like, not frostbitten cheeks, what's that? Flush cheeks, frostbitten cheeks. Pink. Pink. It's so fun, this sharpener, it takes literally a second. So a little bit on his cheeks, a little bit on his nose, and I'm going to add a little bit of red over the top as well. Let's keep it real. If he was out at this time of year, he needs a tissue in his hand. I use that red that I chose before, chili red. Just like that. I think it's cute now. The deer's, I nearly said ears, eyes, the deer's eyes. We'll skip to the browns. Sienna brown. Yeah, it definitely has got a stopper on it, because it stopped then I thought it had caught and I put it in again and it wouldn't carry on. Still want some of that goldy colour popping through, but just a little bit. So I think they might look a little bit creepy being that bright. And then with the black that I've already got out, and you know what, with this black I'm going to darken the antlers up instead of using two different colours. I mean, you could go really all fancy with this and make like a moon glow, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. Because the moon should have been like a lighter colour, I think, if I was going to do that. Oh, my darling husband's calling. He's ringing me up on his dinner. Right, so I was up to here, wasn't I? Yeah, I think I'll get away with just using the black the shading on these antlers because they're dark enough, aren't they? I'm not too sure if a dark brown would have shown up. I would have had to really push down. Risk breaking the pencil because I have a tendency of doing that. Oops. That's because I'm trying to keep the peak as straight as possible. There we go. So I did mention before, didn't I? I'm sure I did, that you can get this magazine on the colouring website still. There was another website as well that I saw that it was available. So let me test this colour out. That might be okay for the trees, and that is Fern Green. I'll tilt it, get away with it. Oh, my battery's flashing. If it's not my phone, it's the door or the battery. So we'll get this finished there. So what colour was this? Fern Green. I'm just going over where the artist has already put some of them shadows for us just to follow. I'm wondering what to do about the floor. Maybe adding some dots, that sort of thing. Looking good so far. I can't wait to put all the shiny stuff on. So I'm not sure what to do about this. I keep saying, shall I add some colour and go over with a bit of gel pen maybe, just to make it stand out. I've got a little tub that's got all my gel pens in. Might have to pull out a different set because some of them now are that old, they don't work anymore. There's some jelly roll in there, there's some Pentel that I've had, oh gosh, 4 or 5 years at this point. They were still going strong, but the last time that I checked, they look like they still got ink in, but they just don't run very well. And this very last one. I just want to stress that it's not about the shading on this one. Like, you know, it looks like she's rushing it. It's mindless colouring. You know what might be fun, doing a Christmas page with colour with clothes. Roulette game. That might be interesting. Because then you really couldn't go with the traditional colours. That might be quite fun, that, actually. So as well as that green, I'll add some black here and there. Just to deepen it up a bit. Not everywhere. Just in a few places. Post. Dog has just run down. If you heard them little pitter patters, and she's running back up. Oh, quite happy with them trees. Bring them up a little bit closer. Just a little bit of detail, nothing too spectacular. This one looks like a good colour for the deer's antique brass. That might be perfect actually. Oh, we have a snappage. Now is that because of the sharpener? Or I'm guessing that the core of this was already broke. Let's see. Yeah, because that's fine. So the core of that must have been funny in the middle. The dog does not like this sharpener, so I'd be warned if you've got pets, they might not like that loud sound. I mean, it's not too bad. The cheaper sharpener that I had was louder than that. I'm going to go over these little spots with a white acrylic paint pen. Do the nose on this one as well, and that one needs to have the red nose for Rudolph. I do want them somewhat matching, but not identical. There's the little hoof. And then for the red of his nose, I think I've already sharpened this colour. Yeah, I have, because I did use it for his cheeks. The chili pepper. I'll go over the whole thing, because that is a little bit too pinky for me. And then just deepen it up a little bit. I'll use that same burgundy actually, Crimson Lake. Need to colour that apple in. Grass green. Perfect. Feels nice to be doing a Christmas page. So his pants as well, I'm going to have to go out and use straight up black. I'm going to use a bit of black actually for the belt. Just like that. Just a tiny bit. I don't even know. I can see it just about. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. The biggest thing on here is the sleigh. What about this shade? It might be a little bit too loud. Let me check. The burnt ochre. Oh, that's not too bad actually. I'll go around the edges instead of trying to colour the whole thing, because there's dots at these edges and surrounding. Oh, that's a better idea actually. And just miss areas out. Just like that. Yeah, that'll work. It's a bit wonky there. To fill that in. I'm just trying to add it randomly. And then go through all this that they've already put like, the lines on. Is it cross hatching that? I think that's what it's called. And the moon, I think I am going to go over the top of that, like I said, with some sort of metallic. So I'm going to get all the glitters, gel pens, metallics, everything out, and then I mop up and down, and then we can get to the really fun part. I pulled out a variety of things. Now I did forget, I sorted out all my art supply stuff a couple of weeks ago now, and anything that I weren't using I passed to my son to take to college, because he takes art in college. And he ended up taking a huge bag, and they loved it, absolutely loved it. Although his teacher was against the glitter, apparently. His tutor rather. So yeah, them gel pens that I thought I had, I've not got. So I am working with these ones that I said that are, some of them are alright, some of them are not. Don't mind that, it's for cleaning plant things out. I have got some Arteza ones in here. I'm hoping that these are going to be okay. So I'll use this as a tester. Yeah, so I've got the gel pens, I've got stickles, I've got some Winsor & Newton white ink. These paints I thought would be, one of these colours here would be ideal for the moon. I've got some Spectrum Noir pens and inks, and then I've got the super golden markers that I am going to go around the outside with. Let me test some of these gel pens out first. I'm honestly not holding my breath, because the last time I tried with these things they weren't great, but I think it's because they've not been used in such a long time. They've just like, they've had the day, unfortunately. Let's try this colour. I'm hoping this one works. Yeah, they're all sort of the same, and it would look really, really streaky. Yeah, even me trying to be a bit patient, I need to go through these and unfortunately get rid of some stuff. That one's, yeah, I say that one's not too bad, and then I carry on and it doesn't work. I think these are all just going to be not working anymore, unfortunately. That red's okay. So I do think it's going to be all of the Arteza ones, so I'm just going to take all these out. I'll test them separately. Is that all of them? They were really nice, these as well, and I have used them quite a bit, so that's a shame. So we've got one that's working okay. What about these Pentel ones? I definitely won't shut them away. I'll pass them on to my son to take to college again, because they might be able to work out how to get them working. Now the purple's working really nice, but that isn't one of the colours that I want to use. What about the green? That's working just about. I don't think I've got is there a true red? This one's like a metallic, which is not a true red, it's more like a pink. So I really don't think that I've got a shiny red available to me. I'm not going to be able to use as much gel pen here as I wanted, I don't think. Yeah, so the jelly roll ones have stood the test of time by the looks of it, and the Pentel ones are not as bad as the Arteza. I will say that. I'm a little disappointed with that. I'm going to have to use the red and green here. Oh dear me. So let's do some of these randomly. I wanted a really nice gold to do them stars, but hopefully, yeah, it's like half working. I think I'm going to have to give up with these gel pens, and unfortunately I'm going to have to test all them out again. So let's go with these super golden markers, because I know that these are alright. And now that I'm getting them out now again, I'm going to put them in the pencil case instead of keeping them in here. Really empty? Yeah. Yeah, so if you watch that video, that review video unboxing that I did of these pens, the red is not a true red. It's more of like an orangey red, but I might get away with that with this page. You know what? I'm just going to use it because I'm running out of options. So we'll fill in some of these areas. There is a couple of decent golds as well. I want my favourite one to be around the edge. Oh, I did just remember I have got, if I don't find a gold that I like there, which I'm pretty sure I will. Where is it? This video is just turning into me looking for art supplies. I did have another gold and I don't know where it's gone. It's disappeared. So let's test out these golds. I'm going to finish that off in a bit. I want to get this border done. That's a nice one. Let's try this one. No, that one's better. That is a true gold. The one to the right. So let's do that all over, and I'll do that watercolour last for the moon. So I will speed this bit up because this will take me, I reckon, a good 10-15 minutes of me just doing the same thing. I just waited about 15 minutes for this to dry. You would have seen me go over the belt as well. I will say about these pens is once you get them going, they're even better, but you might have seen me at the halfway point have to push down on the nib again. But look how shiny that is. Before I carry on working down here, I want to double check what colour these stars were because I want to use different ones for the top. I'm sure it was this. Well, it wasn't that one. I'm sure it was this one. I can't tell. I can't tell. Was it this orange one? Yes. Right. So I'll use this gold one for the stars at the top. And I'm using the watercolour for the moon. And then I've got the Spectrum Noir stuff here, but I'm not sure where I could really use that, to be honest. Let's get this down. This one's lovely and activated. I'm going to try and go over the black line art as best as I can anyway. It should be able to cover it up. And I should have put something down to protect my desk, but I forgot. I'm using the Winsor & Newton ink, and that should just wipe away if it goes everywhere. See, I'm not having any issues with these now. And they are really waterproof, these as well, that's why it's fine you doing it now. I did thoroughly test that in the unboxing. Oh, one thing I didn't get out is my white paint. So I thought I was organised, I'm not that well organised. Before I can do the splatters, I need to get this moon done. So let's get the colour activating. I think I'm going to use this one with a tiny bit of that one. Just leave that for a minute and I can carry on with these stars at the bottom as well. And I might use that, what they're classing as the red, for some details on this sledge. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do, and I'll use the green, so I've got the green here. Make sure that it doesn't splatter everywhere. And instead of filling all this in, I'll just go around it, because it's got the baubles on the inside as well that I want to still be able to see. Like that. Then we can just do some different colour baubles inside. Here's a different colour green. Purple. Pink. And then we need that red shade, don't we? So let's move these up a little bit. I'm going to fill this centre one in, I think. Oh, we've got two trees down here as well I've just missed. So I'll do the same with them. These little dots as well. The green. I think I've just stuck my hand in that dot I have. And I'm going to use that pink again. The very top. And then I'm liking the look of that turquoise one. Is turquoise or the blue? No, I like the look of the... No, I'm going to use this one. Very indecisive. I know what I'll do with them Spectrum Noir. I'll go on the inside of this. Also have to wait till this fully dries. And then instead of using the same, I will use the blue actually. Oops. Go. Just going round and tidying that edge up a little bit. I feel like I was a lot more precise on that one. So that watercolour should be okay now. So I'll just use a small brush. It's only a size 2 this one, it should be okay. Just pop some of this down. The paper might not like this very much. Yep, so I need to leave that to completely dry now. Let me just check. Yep, that's fine. So we've got the Spectrum Noir pens. Blue tack at the bottom of that. I'm thinking green, if I've got... Is there another green? Yeah, there is one. I've got a few different greens here. Where's the names? Holly green, and then there's this one I can't read because there's ink all over it. So let's... This one's more like a lime green, but I don't mind that colour actually. Oh, they go everywhere, these pens. They literally got everywhere. I think I'm going to go with that lighter colour. Oh, I don't want all that on. Just taking off some of that excess then on a scrap piece of paper. Now these pens do bleed through really bad. So don't use them on your double-sided pages. Try and take away some of that excess. I'll use that paintbrush in a minute to do that. Can I pinch some of the colour there? Use it on this bit. See, they're really unpredictable. I didn't squeeze that then and it's just coming out. So I would be really careful with them. I'm just going to take that same brush Try and soak up. Have I got a cloth? Yes, I have. Soak up some of that excess. Just like that. Now I'm going to have to wait for the moon to dry and then I'll be able to do the splatter, but I want to do the snow first, so I'll get the white acrylic out and show you what I'm going to do. I didn't realise I was so low. Why am I low on everything? So I've got the Deco Art Americana white acrylic paint. I'm just using that same piece of paper. Honestly, them pens go everywhere, it's ridiculous. And just make like an indent in the middle. Plop some of this paint on. See how I get on with that much. Now I don't want one of my nice watercolour brushes because it could damage it. So I'll get this one out and then a teeny tiny one. And I want to start adding a little bit of snow to certain areas. Are we dry? Almost. Almost. This is a really tiny brush, but I'm just using like a stippling motion. Stippling it on. And then I will be adding splatters as well. Just really randomly. And I'd let that dry and go over it again just so it's a little bit more pigmented. Trying to hold the brush as well, the direction of where I want it to go. The good thing with acrylic paint is it dries really quickly. It's not like watercolour. Just be careful around his ear. But you know what? I'm going to put a little bit on top of his ear. Some on his head. On the antlers. Just be careful around that moon because it's still not dry that yet. Work our way around. This is why I didn't want to do loads and loads of shading because it would be covered up. So it's just like, what's the point? I should have enough actually here to do the stippling. Might not have to use the ink, which this will probably be a little bit more pigmented anyway. And over the back of the deer. The little spots I will do with the acrylic paint pen because it's easier. And then we need some at the top of this hat. And a little bit on his arm. I was trying to think of where it would land. Got a big spodge there. It's all gathered up in that corner. The end of his nose. So I've done with that brush. White acrylic paint pen. Now I normally have this linked in my description of all of my videos now actually. It's not going to show up as brilliant white, is it, because of that acrylic paint? Because that is so white. Let's add some more dots in the eyes. Let's try and be very careful not to touch the wet paint, which I just have. Add some more to his nose. I might come back and do some touching up with this, but I want to do the splitter, so hopefully I'm all in frame there. You can see how much I've got left, so I need to get some water. It's not the cleanest of waters, but it'll do. Just mix that in. Ideally you'd do this on a palette, but I'm being a bit lazy. I'm going to take away some of the excess and then hold it quite far back, and this is a flat brush as well, just to add some of that snow. And then I've got the stickles as well, just to finish it off. I shouldn't need to load up the brush again. I could load it up and then do bigger splatters, but I don't think I want to. I think I want to keep them quite fine. And I will lift it up to the camera once all this is dried as well, so you can get a better look. I'll put a tiny bit more on. Yeah. So that's full on snowing now. It's practically a blizzard. So yeah, that's enough. That's enough. Right, stickles. So the one that I'm using is the unicorn. I checked the icicle and funnily enough I've run out. So let me just test this. This should be a brand new one. Please don't tell me you're blocked. Why are you blocked? You're brand new. Have I got my little craft knife handy? I bet you have not. Yeah, you have. There it is. Let's see if I can just pop this in the end and see if I can unblock it. No, it's not working. I'm going to have to cut the end off it. Right, that's a little bit better. I've just took the very end off it. I'm just going to put this... Oh no! No! It was completely and utterly blocked. Right, brush, brush, brush. Oh my god. I think I might have to stick. Let me switch brushes because now I'm getting all flustered because I want to use this on my hand. Don't want to waste it. Oh, so we'll just have to ignore that bit. And I'll just put it down the old fashioned way. Oh my god, them stupid stickles. This should work just fine. I'm just trying to put them in random spots, but a lot more up here. Oh, what a waste. So I think that's me falling out with stickles for a little while. But that is the page done, I think. I'm just going to double check now. But I think I'm happy with that. I don't think I need to go over that again with that acrylic paint pen. So I'll let it dry and I'll come back. And we're done. Hope that you enjoyed this longer video. I love how it turned out. Apart from that stickles disaster, but we'll pretend that that didn't happen. But yeah, really lovely and Christmassy. And that is the Colouring Heaven, whoops, Colouring Heaven issue 81 Christmas special. Please do leave me a big thumbs up if you did enjoy this video, and I'll try to leave everything that I used in the link description down below. And this issue is still available. I just double checked and triple checked on the Colouring Heaven website. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.